no traffic. Welcome back to Winding Road Magazine. I'm Tedward, and behind me is the 2004 Porsche 911 Turbo X50 with the Aero package. Yes, that's a mouthful, but this was the Mac Daddy back in '04. So this is the kind of thing that you would have been seeing on Gumball Rally if you didn't have a GT2, if you didn't have the funds. But this was certainly no cheap car. Before the Turbo S came out in '05, the '04 had the X50 package. That was a $17,000 option, which included upgraded turbos and gave you a little extra power. That $17,000 did not include carbon ceramic brakes. Today we're going to be utilizing 75% of the useful space in this 996 Turbo. That is a full-size man. How tall are you?
5'10".
Okay, so that's 5'10". So you can see the knee only comes about most of the way past the seat.
Well, that's because I'm only 5'4". On a good day.
So this is like a really special car for a couple reasons. One, because it used to be flagship vehicle for Porsche, other than a GT2, attainable flagship, let's say. And two, because they came down in price quite a bit, so people went and scooped them up. They're starting to go back up, but for a while, these were like kind of just sitting around the 40s. So let's listen to the startup. And this has the Fab Speed exhaust.
Yes.
So what you notice about these cars is they still have that super light front end. So 911s of old, like my Carrera and your Carrera and the 993, they have a really light front end. So when you're on it, the steering almost doesn't exist. 997s are like that too, but I just drove a 991.2 GT3 today, and 991 is really kind of dialed out that sketchy feeling of sitting on the back wheels and not having front end grip. Whereas this car, there's two things that scare you right off the bat. The sensation of lack of front end grip when you're on throttle, and the initial bite of the brakes. These are the steel brakes, and you need to dig for them just a little bit. And my old air cooler is very similar to that, where you know, you reach for them and they're not there and you're like, oh no, but trust me, you just gotta bury your foot. Open her up in second.
Slower when it's auto because turbos.
I'm used to torqueless cars, so as far as I'm concerned, this is a rocket ship. But even between gears, I mean, you definitely feel the lag.
Yeah, you do. Have you gotten pulled over doing these yet?
I haven't yet. I've definitely gone by cops going very quickly, and they look.
Sorry, I can't take that seriously.
He's looking at this. I've definitely gone by cops going very quickly and thought, well, this is going to be an interesting video.
Yeah.
And I've seen, like, usually they look at me and then they see this rig on my face and they just laugh because they're like, who is this moron? And I'm like, no, I get it.
I look like a goof right now. I think it's on the side.
Okay. Oh, almost. The way it hits is so theatrical. It's like nothing, boom, and then you shift, and then you wait, and the clutch is so grabby. And if you keep it in boost, and you stay in the higher ends, you get loads of fun. I don't know what this dude's all about. Sitting on his phone. That's a run red light.
Classic Boston.
Wasn't me.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
The other thing too that I noticed between the Boxster and this is like the materials of the interior are exactly the same. It's just the shape.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, you know, you can complain about the way things look or whatever. Like, yeah, these buttons are kind of old and dated, but like this is nice. This plastic maybe not great, but like this leather's nice.
Like,
the stitching's great.
If you touch this plastic and then you touch the plastic in like the 987 and the 997, it's the same plastic.
Yeah.
It's just the other one is painted silver or whatever color.
And this car is honest about that cigarette lighter.
It's all about it.
It's like, I am not just an adaptive port for your charging phone. It's for smoking, man.
I don't care about your secondhand smoke.
Oh, someday.
You're gonna get secondhand smoke from there or my exhaust, you pick.
One or the other. I used to be like really scared to drive this car on camera because of the clutch. Now I'm just like, I don't care.
It takes a while.
I do not care. And we did a rally in this car, and it was so much fun. This thing keeps up with modern stuff, like for real. I mean, I won't say what speeds we went, but they were they were like new speeds for me. Are you serious, dude? Can you move the? Yeah, no, you don't need to wave to me. Like, just get over it.
Get out of the way.
Don't like ogle the car while I'm trying to merge. Visibility in this thing, obviously fantastic. This is why 911s are great, because like this car, although it still kind of has a supercar look to it, it's also just a sleeper. It's like, I don't think anyone gets in this car. When you get in the passenger seat of this car for the first time, you've never felt the 996 turbo, you're like, no way. This thing screws. And it's all-wheel drive, so it's like, it's relentless. It just pulls and pulls and pulls. Not the fact that even if it was rear-wheel drive, it would do the same, but you know, that's the beauty of that rear engine setup. But it claws its way out of corners, and it's really fun to drive. And people don't give this enough credit for being a good handling car. It's too easy to discredit it and say, oh, well, it's all-wheel drive, it's a little understeery, it does this, it does that. I promise you, take this out on a back road and enjoy it, flog it around. You won't be saying those things.
It's only 5% to the front wheels.
Yeah, it's
Max.
barely. I mean, it almost doesn't seem worth putting all that weight up front for it.
People just, all you do is rip out the drive shaft and the front axles and you have a GT2.
Yes, for the most part. Yeah, you're right.
PCBs and some interior bits.
This uses the same turbos?
Same exact thing. The X50 and the GT2 motor. There might be some small changes in the GT2 motor overall, but for the most part, it's not the drastic difference that the newer ones have.
Given the choice between that Z4 and this, I'll take this every single moment of my life.
I think it's funny how this car still has the ashtray in the middle.
Yeah, like because it was necessary.
They knew what they were doing.
So I am sorry that this video is not on some windy, wild back road and we just did a blast up and down Storo, but I had the opportunity to show you the car, so either you get nothing or you get this. So I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna get one last little tunnel before we sign off to hear this fab speed exhaust out of the big turbo. Just in case you were wondering what this car sounds like. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go check out my channel, Tedward Drives, up here, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, we're also going to be at APX on September 16th at K1 Speed. It's a karting track, so you can come meet me and Chris Amos of the Winding Road Magazine team.